To everyone on Twitch who will be watching, thank you for tuning in. To everybody on YouTube who tunes in later on, thank you for tuning in. This is going to be session 51 of our ongoing Dungeons and Dragons campaign, formerly known as the Burning Staff, but for now it's called the Holy Cleanse, just to fit what's going on a bit better. I am your Dungeon Master Ryan. It's a homebrew campaign, and I wing most of the rules these days. I've not looked at the rules in years. I'm going to introduce your players, and on screen I'm going to be tidying them up as I do, actually, just because the cams are slightly squinto. So, top left we have Trevor. He plays Anne the Bacar. Trevor, can you say hello?
Good evening.
Next after him, from left to right, we have Tammy. She plays Kiara. Do you want to say hello?
Yo. Hi.
Next on the right, we have Peter, who plays Darrow.
Hi, you've put us in reverse alphabetical order.
Oh, nice. And on the right, we have David, who plays Sninky Nook. Say hello, David.
Good evening, all, and welcome to the game.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the game. This is session 51. As always, we'll just start with doing a bit of bookkeeping, where we are, what happened last time, and then we'll get into it. I've got, not the guys, but I've got you, the viewers, on the world map, so I can show where we are. We are in a town called Stonehaven. You see the name Rockholm there as well, because Darrow's home, Rockholm, is directly underneath Stonehaven. Now, these guys need to get to Silver Hall, which you'll see is here, up the Silver Road. That is the conventional route. There is a route from Rockholm to Silver Hall, but there is no direct route from Stonehaven directly down to Rockholm. Or there hasn't been in a long time. The gang's current quest is they are looking for a secret entrance somewhere between nearby Stonehaven, said to be at Dragonswatch Castle Ruins, to the old road that will get them down to the Gold Road and onto Rockholm. They do have a court date in Silver Hall, but Darrow's been called to get home as fast as possible. So the plan is to see if it's going to be wise to search Dragonswatch Castle for an entrance to the old road to the Gold Road. We're currently in a tavern. We'll talk about where we got to last week. I'll move you all to that tavern so you can see what's going on after now that you've all had a look at the world map. Guys, you're already on that map, right?
We're on the tavern map at the moment, yes.
Okay, so here we go. We mapped you. This is episode 51, everybody. Welcome. Still waiting in between screens.
That makes sense.
Right, while we're waiting in between screens then, who wants to do a little recap of what happened last week on the double episode?
We dressed up is the best thing.
I got drunk. I can recap that. I got drunk. But, like, anybody remember what happened in the game?
We were in the town. We made it all the way up to Stonehaven and settled down there for a day while Elise was doing her work in the market. And we managed to find a stout band of skilled adventurers to take our place, to escort her to Silver Hall. And Kiara did a wonderful job of persuading her to accept them.
I have focused the camera on them.
I'm slightly confused by this pub map because I thought Darrow was avoiding being in the same place as Elise.
Well, that was until we actually persuaded her. She's now accepted these other adventurers.
She's not happy about it.
I could take you guys off this map if you want. I just put this map together just so I could give all her group names. So let's see you guys are off this map and in another pub. Do you want me to do that?
Yes, because Darrow's in the pub in the place where he's been staying.
Well, Kiara's here.
Because he's not even getting drunk. He's wanting to make sure that he's ready with not to delay, because his dream said there should be no delay.
Well, Kiara's here, right? Because Kiara was the one that did the convincing with Elise, and Adam McCarr was with her, correct?
And Makara was with her, but she got very mad at Elise in the end because she was being an ungrateful bitch.
I think you might have stormed off, am I right?
Did, yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Adam McCarr's still there. Eleonora is with Adam McCarr, right?
Yeah.
Fargrim, Ogrim are with Darrow, drinking in the other place. Sninkanook is away to bed, am I right?
Well, after Kiara stormed off, I did a last-ditch attempt to persuade Elise, and I think we succeeded.
That's right, so you're still here?
Yes, I'm nursing with what's left of my mug of small beer.
And Darrow's away in the other bar with the dwarfs, right?
Dara may be talking to them, but he isn't drinking, as I said. His goddess has been urging him to be going without delay.
Okay, so you see from the map, Elise is with her new group and with Ralph. Ralph's now her driver. She's got... Or Ralph's the driver for the rest of the guys, sorry.
That's it. Ralph is the driver for the rest of the guys.
Yeah, for Eric and the band.
We've given him the 2 horses and the cart, and I think you gave him Goliath?
Yep, he's
Kiara?
got Goliath. And
And
Kiara got a mule. I've named all the guys. They all have names now.
So I had to give Goliath away because he's not going to fit down in these fucking tunnel bits.
I actually said the rules. I was reading the monster manual today, and on mule it says mule's the only horse that can go in underground subterranean places.
Yeah. So we've got a mule, and she is called Humphrey.
She is called Humphrey, yeah.
Yeah, they make good rations if there's a problem.
I made you a token for her.
Actually, I've got a definite correction on what you said about Dara being in the pub drinking with the dwarves.
Go on then.
Now that it's clear that one of the dwarf can use the holy water sprinkler,
Yes.
Darrow and possibly one or both of the dwarven brothers is off to the House of the Shield
To do some more training.
to speak to the cleric who offered to give
Gundara Thorn, the female dwarven cleric that you met.
Boss, you've already got that holy water sprinkler, because if you remember, you had that discussion about pre-charging it, so I took one of the bottles of holy water out of the crate and put it in last time. So
Did you already
I've
get
got
it?
that already. Yeah, you've already got it.
This is the bookkeeping we have to do when it was my birthday last session, and listen, guys, let's be honest, I didn't think I was going to make the second part because I was too drunk in the first
I
one.
didn't think he was making the second part.
I'd have a lie down in between. Tactical lie down and everything in between.
When I got down to his.
And a Red Bull, so...
To make him stood.
If we need to do a little extra bookkeeping to keep up who's got what, where everyone is, that's fine. What time of day is it? It's night time?
It was buying a sword. I believe Sneaking wanted to buy a sword.
That's right.
Well, we dealt with that.
Sneaking up bought the sword, and he's actually sold his +1 longsword to
No, you've not bought it yet. Remember, you just rolled dice in between sessions. So let's talk about what we did in between sessions, because for the viewers, we have on our off weeks we hang out in the same voice channel or in a different voice channel with other people as well. But we do some of the stuff, the in between session things. Anna McCarr rolled his hit points from his level up. Darrow has not yet done so. He's going to do so shortly. But also, when we had the Sword of Vengeance last week, and we didn't know exactly what it was, we decided what it was. It was a +1/+3 versus something. And we rolled the dice to see if it was versus undead, and it wasn't. So I then made a table, and I did a 1d10 table. I started at 10 and wrote dragon, and then the guys suggested things for me. One of the suggestions, I believe it was 9, was drow. So if it was a 9 on that 1d10, it's a +1/+3 versus drow. What did we roll? And I think we even let you roll for it, David.
I was
That
going
was
to
it.
say, and who was it who rolled as well?
It was Sninky and it was indeed a +1/+3 versus Drow sword.
So you rolled a 9.
Absolutely
Stinky
fantastic.
never rolled it. David rolled that because that was in between sessions. But that sword that's in that shop, we now know is a +1/+3 versus Drow. So you're obviously going to go back to that shop at some point, aren't you?
Oh yes. Well. As soon as I found out, it was a case of. Right, I had to rush back to the party and talk to Ander McCarr and about it. And,
so what time of day is it? And we could maybe start there.
Well, it's night
First
time.
thing in the
isn't
morning?
Well, no, it's night time because we
It's
spoke
night. We went
to.
to the.
Oh,
we
it
went
is
to
now,
that
yeah.
little pub to
You've
find
done
those
you've
guys.
done training all day. You've done training in the morning, training in the afternoon.
Yeah, like evening time, I would say. Do you guys not think?
Yes, it's evening time because you were going to have a talk with Elise over dinner, if you remember.
Yes.
So when she was having her dinner, so it's after dinner, and I think we should wait to leave until tomorrow morning after I've been back to the Smiths.
You may have to
Well,
first the shopping.
Because it would be handy, like we could do with leaving in the morning anyway to make sure that any last minute bits that we need we've picked up. Like I want to make sure that the Humphrey has like a good pack harness that we can pack some stuff into because I don't want Charlemagne carrying it all.
That came with him when you bought him. I'm sure you bought all that with him.
Yes, we did.
It's decent, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've got all my bed rolls and everything all in there, and
Did we roll for the quality of your mule? Did we give it a roll to see how good he
no,
is?
we didn't.
Because can a mule be ridden by a dwarf or does it have to be a pony? So I want to know how sturdy that mule is. Because we have 3 dwarfs here.
But
Well,
do they
Kiara's
have
the
to
expert
be
on animal flesh. Kiara is the expert on animal flesh. She can sort out, good quality mule. I mean, I can have a look and see whether it cuts up into nice steaks, but that's about the limit of my knowledge of
Yeah,
mule.
in fairness, I probably would have, when we were buying it, I would have been like paying attention.
So you
I've
did you
got-
buy it, right? Let's say it's a good one then. But rules is written, guys. Help me out. Does a dwarf ride a mule? I know a dwarf can ride a pony. I think a dwarf can ride. I know they can ride a donkey. Can they ride a mule?
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
I
if
think
they can
so.
ride a donkey, they should ride a mule.
We've got feedback
think so.
from
I
an
think
experienced.
so.
There's an experienced DM in the chat, an experienced 2E DM in the chat saying in birthright dwarfs can't ride a mule. Other settings maybe yes.
Well, I think they're more suitable for dwarves because they're more stubborn than ponies.
Well, dwarfs
so-
can't ride horses, so
What's birthright?
it's a setting. So you guys can, like, before anybody wants to try and ride that, before any dwarf wants to ride that, I want you guys to check rules as written if they can. But we'll cross that bridge if and when we come to it. So we're in the evening time. Kiara's had a conversation, if you want to call it that, with Elise. He's
I
have
probably
finally
wouldn't
struck a
have got
bargain.
much
Stinky Nook came in at last minute to finally sweeten the deal. She wasn't having it, or the guys weren't having it, I believe. The guys that were getting paid weren't having it.
He didn't, Stinky Nook didn't go in and sweeten the deal. Stinky Nook went in and gave that bitch way too much money, gave her way too much fucking power, and let her talk to us, treat us like shit, when we've saved her ass this entire time. So, it wasn't that he sweetened the deal at all. She absolutely had us.
Well, it's only money, mistress, and it's much better than you slitting a throat.
You're right. That Darrow's quest is more important. You're right, but that's my point. I don't care because I truly believe that if his gods came to him in a dream, that he has to listen to it, even if I think that it's a bit silly.
So Kiara, you are
Please-
here,
please-
aren't you?
Please don't say that to Darrow, mistress, because you'll get upset.
Where in this pub with
Yeah,
Elise?
you never stormed off yet. You're with the
Well-
guys. Elise is over here with our new crew. You're with the guys. Eleonora, Snakey
I
Nook,
just
and
stomped.
Anne
Yeah,
McCall.
yeah. I stomped away from her. But my point is like I probably wouldn't have gotten to eat much of the decent food that I was sitting having with her. So, I'll probably, if there's some like pub food going, I'll probably have some of that and a bottle of elven wine.
Well, remember you're in a busy place and we're talking 3 stars out of 5, so like they're pretty well stocked with things. You get a good meal, a roast chicken or goose or turkey or whatever, maybe beef or lamb or pork, all the vegetables, all the soup, probably some cherry pie or apple pie dessert.
Oh,
You
nice.
can get a good meal
then.
here, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
especially
remember
if
to
we're gonna have to go.
remember take inventory, whatever that costs in, let's say it's 5 silver pieces. Is it? Nah, it's not even as much as that, really, is it? 2 silver pieces for a slap up meal, isn't it? Guys,
Have you seen?
I never
Have you
check
seen
these
what
things.
Have you seen what Kiara's bowling with? I can afford to get a meal here.
If you want to make it easy, just tip and take a gold off your sheet. You know what I mean? So we don't have to
No
check
problem.
any rules. Just tip and give them a 1 gold.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take it off the party loot. No problem.
So we're in the evening time. Conversation has been had with Elise and the deal's been struck reluctantly, and it was a bit of a battle, but you made it there eventually. Sneaky Nuke did a bit of devil's advocate, did it well. Sneaky Nuke the diplomat.
And Darrow wasn't there,
Darrow
so
wasn't
he can
there.
be doing something else.
Yep, so what's Darrow doing then with the other dwarfs? What are you away doing? You're sparring?
He is going to the House of the Shield.
You're going to the House of the Shield to meet Gandara Thorn, right?
Yes.
So let's do that then. Let's quick roleplay that then. So Darrow, you make your way to the House of the Shield. I'll do a quick map change again then.
And either, perhaps as part of this or not, was when the holy water sprinkler got handed over.
Okay. Wait a second. Save that thought, because just like when we drop out in cams, I'm often cutting out the change between maps with the wee transition. So save that thought. We'll come back to that in a second. That was quick. So we're good. We're on that map. Everybody on that.
Yes, indeed.
So you make your way
Yeah.
from the Dragon's Nest, Darrow, where they all were, to the House of the Shield. And that's where you previously met the priestess, Gandara Thorn. She was a dwarf priestess of Moradin, if I'm not mistaken. Plus 10 XP for me.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And there's 2 things Darrow's dealing with, one of which needs to be a bit role played at least, and the other of which can be maybe just assumed to have been done.
I'll decide.
So the one I was thinking is the latter was with the holy water sprinkler,
Yep.
and the one that needs discussing is when should Darrow cast his augury?
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to tidy up the filter on my green screen. That's worse. 2 seconds again, guys. Pro streamer these days. Trying to make it as nice as possible. So, your 2 questions for her were when she thinks you should do your augury spell, and what about this holy sprinkler? Okay, so
Yeah.
never mind. What we're going to talk about first. You go and introduce yourself, find her, and we'll have a conversation.
Okay, and maybe I have with me one or both of the dwarves. The one most likely is the one that will be getting to use the sprinkler.
I updated the character sheet. Does anybody remember which one it is? It's the one that Jewel wields. Olgrim. And he's the younger brother. The armour smith. He dual wields, so you're going to give it to him for his backhand. Okay, so he's coming in with you to the church of the sword, the house of the shield, which is many churches and gods are worshipped here. What are you doing with Fargrim Battlehammer then? Because the 3 of you were together.
Well, I said one or both was with me.
They were both with you, because you went off to a different place to drink. The dwarfs came with you.
Yes. Well, at least we. Yes, so they both want to come. They're both with me. So it's
Okay.
three men dwarves meeting a woman dwarf.
Right, okay. So the three of you walk in. You spot around the church many different people sitting in the pews, worshipping to their various gods. And you see a few different clerics of various ilks talking to each other. One of them is the female dwarf, Gundara Thorn. Or, wait now, was it Dareth Lodair? Was that... I've got another dwarf named Dareth Lodair. Was that her? Or are we saying the wrong name the whole time? I've got two dwarf. Aye, wait now. Gundara Thorn, someone else. We've been saying the whole... We're saying the wrong...
You've said it so many times, I don't know what the name is anymore.
Yeah, we're saying the wrong name the whole time because I've got Holy Water Sprinkler written here. Dareth Lodair. Her name was Dareth Lodair.
Doesn't matter.
It does. I want to, for the record, rescind what I said earlier. Gundara Thorn. That's someone else. I don't remember who that is. It's another name I've got written down, but under Holy Water Sprinkler, I've got Dareth Lodair.
She may be the weaponsmith.
No, the weaponsmith is Fenella Frostbeard.
All right. There's a lot of dwarves around here.
You've met three.
I think Gundara is the lady that you met at the House of the Shield, and the other person is the one you met at the House of the Sword, who had the sprinkler and introduced you to Cedric.
So, yes.
Or was it Eric?
Eric. Yeah, that's right. So Gundara Thorn is the woman that introduced you to Eric.
All right, and Gundara Thorn was another priestess.
Yes. Who recommended
So
Eric. So, rewind. You're looking for Dareth Lodair at this place, and you find her.
So in that case, we may have ended up getting the holy water sprinkler in one place, and then the person who seemed most likely for me to look for advice was this cleric of Moradin. But
Okay, so let's just say the Dungeon Master Ryan's a dickhead, writes down all the names but forgets to write who's who, and let's just say you get your holy water sprinkler from the person that promised to give you the holy water sprinkler at the place that you were supposed to get it from. How's that?
yeah, and that,
Sorry guys.
that's dealt with, and therefore it might be me on my own, or it may be the other dwarves who come with me when I'm meeting the cleric of
not massively relevant anyway.
Yeah.
They're probably with you because they've got a bit of hero worship for you, boss.
They've got a bit of hero worship for them. They do, absolutely. Probably with you, but yeah, whoever it was, man, you got it. Like I said, I'm updating all the wiki later when I rewatch all the videos, and we will find out. It was one of the two, but it was a female dwarf, I know that. Holy water sprinkler. So let's go over what it was again, because I was a little bit drunk last time, and I might have said the wrong thing a couple of times. It's not a morning star like I'd say previously. It's a flail. So it's a one-handed weapon, a footman's flail, with a chain coming off, and then like a morning star end. So like swing bang, and it's got a twist off iron top, and you can fill it with a holy water vial, and it's got holes in it, and the holy water does extra damage on undead on the first, second, and third hit.
Right.
First, second, and third attack, because I'd say a failed attack uses it up as well.
Right. So
I failed attack, it's a miss or a hit against the wall or a hit against armor, really, isn't it? So
yes, but there may then be splash damage, presumably.
we'll talk about splash damage if and when we cross that bridge, Darrow-san.
Anyway,
yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, that's a side issue.
Yeah, we might have to do some rules looking up for exactly what holy water does to undead later. I've not looked at all that up yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I've renamed the campaign the Holy Cleanse.
So Darrow is going up to whichever of the Lady Dwarves it is, and says, Reverend Lazy.
Says what? Sorry. What did he say? Sorry, I missed what he said. He says there.
Reverend Lady.
Reverend Lady, right? Got you. Nice, nice.
Brackets. This is the way to avoid getting the name wrong.
Yeah. Pious heroic dwarf. Shall address you as a famous hero.
And then I seek advice on a matter of importance.
Are you sure you've come to the right person? You're more of a man of importance than I am. Everyone knows of you, Daryl Greataxe.
Well, there are people here, whether you yourself or you may know someone else here, more experience in casting certain magics granted by their deities than I am.
What's the type of magic you speak of, Darrow?
It is an augury.
Oh, I know the augury spell.
I wish to cast one to learn whether I will be on or off the path which my God wishes me to take.
You seek guidance from the augury spell. Whether you choose the right path. You mean physical path? Whether you choose the right direction?
Yes, because the prophetic dream I was granted said that I should not delay and I should not deviate from the path.
And where is your destination?
Rockholm.
And you seek to travel not by the Silver Road, then the Gold Road.
Yes. I hope, because of the legends that there are, I think
Muted.
Yeah, we're losing you.
I thought the most direct route is through the haunted castle.
That it's said to be a route, but no one's been that route for so long that people wonder if it still exists. It's a very, very, very haunted place, Dragonswatch Castle Ruins. A very haunted place.
I seek to set out today, hoping to reach Rockholm as quickly as possible. And I thought that perhaps if I cast an augury, it might give me a chance of knowing whether I am deviating from the path.
Okay. And you seek guidance from me. You ask me, do I think that old road exists, that old entrance to the Gold Road? You seek my guidance. Does it still exist? Do I think it still exists?
There are two questions. If you yourself know or know someone who can find out, that may make the augury unnecessary. But if no one knows, then if I were to seek guidance from my God, it's whether the best time to do it is when I make the choice on whether to take the road towards the castle or the road, or to continue on the Silver Road.
What I know, Darrow, is that no dwarf alive this side of the ground, and as far as I know, that side of the ground, has seen that old entrance from Dragonswatch Castle. It's been closed or been lost for so long. But I think if you're looking for the place to cast the augury and find out, Dragonswatch Castle Ruins would be the place to go. That is where it is said to be, but it's a dangerous place, Darrow.
So should I cast the augury then as I get near the entrance to the castle?
The castle is just ruins, Darrow. I don't know where exactly you should cast it, but I'd say that at or near the castle ruins is your closest bet to finding Sedwood. It was an old connection from the dungeons of the castle.
Yes.
So you're looking for something near the dungeons of the castle or the sewers of the castle that's a old connection to an old road that'll take you to the Gold Road, very close to Rockholm.
Yes, but if I was to go there looking and it was not the route, then my going there looking would be delaying, which was why I was wondering whether augury might be able to indicate.
It's not far from here to Dragonswatch Castle. You would not be losing much time to go there to check. From here to Dragonswatch Castle is only an hour or so's travel.
So we should set out to Dragonswatch Castle, and then when we find a potential entrance into the underground ruins, that might be a time to ask for my lord's guidance.
Absolutely. If you find something that leads to a cellar, that you know where a dungeon would be in a castle, that's going to be your place to cast an augury. I wish you the best of luck in your holy quest, Darrow. But be careful. You're going up into the mountains when you go up to Dragonswatch Castle, and there's winter wolves up there in them mountains. It's very dangerous up there.
Yes, I will warn my companions.
We should look at your two companions that you've got with you and say, looks like your companions look very astute fighters. You look a well prepared group of dwarves. She's a dwarf, so she's not thinking, oh, where's the elf, where's the human? She's like, yeah, you look like a full group, like ready to go.
They are more experienced fighters than I.
She looks at the big axe on your back, this huge motherfucker. Plus, you've got two big double-handed axes on your backs. You've still not returned your old one. Plus a hammer at your side, a spear off this other side. These guys, one of them's got two hammers and an extra this flail now, and the other guy with another huge hammer. And she thinks, yeah, you guys look well equipped. But remember, it's a haunted place.
Yes.
You're a cleric, Darrow, but I think you told me previously, turn undead is not one of your powers, right?
No, I
hope the holy water sprinkler serves you well.
Yes. Well, Ogrim here, we have decided that he will be the best able to use it.
So what he'll swing his two hammers in his two hands, and then he'll slip one hammer away and he'll grab it and give it a spin round to show that he's a dual wielding master. And she'll look impressed. And
we also have Sven Ablin, who is an outcast after his home was destroyed. He can fight too, and is cunning at moving quietly and undetected. Although I fear that his skills may be less successful near undead.
Undead's a tricky thing, remember. A lot of magic won't work in things. Without turn undead, you're going to need a lot of holy water, boys.
Yes, your colleague in, and here I've forgotten the name of the other town.
It's either Dragonswatch or Solskjaer. I think Solskjaer.
And I will say the name of the high priest there.
And it was a
Because
church. Wasn't it a church of Moradin?
Yeah, I would say I think these two I think he worships the same deity as this person.
I can do a quick check. Give me a second. I'll pull up the wiki page. Doesn't take long.
But that is why I said your colleague.
Yep. Okay. Just give me a moment. Wiki. Silver Isles. I think it is Solskjaer. Nope. Let's go back to Dragonswatch. Temple of Moradin. It was in Dragonswatch. Her colleague in Dragonswatch. Name of... Well, the high priest there was Endrin Goldhammer.
So, your colleague there, Endrin Goldhammer, was kind enough to grant us many bottles of holy water.
That's right.
Which is why the holy water sprinkler would have been particularly helpful.
Blessed on your quest you are indeed, Darrow, for Endrin Goldhammer is a great priest indeed, and a great dwarf, and a great champion of Moradin. So, for him to bless your quest like that, you truly do have the gods on your side. May Moradin protect you. Moradin truly will protect you with the blessings and the prayers of Endrin Goldhammer. Endrin Goldhammer is a hero of our church.
Yes, he is a great dwarf.
He's a great dwarf indeed, Darrow. As are you, Darrow, a champion of your god.
Thank you. And I think now is my greatest challenge in championing his cause, the cause of all dwarven kind, and all those others who have good hearts.
Well, may your name and Barakthrum's name ring in the ears of the many, for your good deeds surely are the deeds of a good god, Darrow. Moradin is a god we know of, a hero of the war, but more followers he should have, and more men like you to champion him. You're a good man, Darrow. It's been an absolute joy to meet you. I wish you all the best on your quest. You and your companions.
Thank you.
Your companions should be proud to have you as a leader.
Yes, and we have with us 2 elves and a half-elf.
Oh, really? To provide the entertainment, is it?
The half-elf is indeed a bard.
Oh.
But they provide... Well, 2 of them provide some magics of a sort I do not have. One, curiously, is also a cleric of Barakthrumn.
An elven cleric of Barakthrumn, you say?
Except in her sect, they believe that Barakthrumn was an elven woman.
An elven woman, Barakthrumn? I've never heard the like, Darrow. And this is one of your companions, a heretic.
Well, the rest of her sect were destroyed, and maybe when we reach Rockholm and she sees my church and those who founded it in Barakthrum's name, then she will finally admit that she was confused.
So you have an elf that worships a dwarven god, but somehow thinks that dwarven god is an elf. I can see how an elf could get things mixed up. It's an elf, Darrow.
And instead of having great axes on her holy symbol like I have...
I see the three great axes. That's a nice holy symbol. I love that.
But she has swords where each of the axes are.
Oh, really? So the same shape of holy symbol, but she has swords where the axes would be.
Yes.
Very interesting. Very interesting, Darrow. I wish you were staying longer so I could hear more about it.
Unfortunately,
But you have a bard. A bard travels with you. You say so. Your tales are all being written down then.
Well, yes, she may be doing so.
I would love to hear all about your holy quest, your holy crusade.
Well, maybe if we succeed and get to Rockholm in time so that the catastrophe is averted, then we shall be able to meet again.
She'll put her hand on your shoulder there. Darrow, there is no maybe. I see it in you. Anything you are set to do, by your God you will do. I am sure of it. We will meet again. I want to meet all your companions, even the elves. They sound like so much fun.
Well, so, although if we succeed in Rockholm, the elven priestess, she will be required to travel on to the human capital by the Gold Road.
Or she is to travel to Silver Hall.
Yes. For the man who destroyed her home church and who killed her companions is held captive there, and she must testify against him.
Oh, so you have a court date.
Yes. But if we succeed in finding the path to Rockholm, we will save time in reaching there.
Rockholm to Silver Hall is faster than Stonehaven to Silver Hall, because the Gold Road is much shorter than the Silver Road. It doesn't go round mountains, it goes under them.
Yeah, which is why I had that.
If you get on that Gold Road, you will half your time. Obviously, you won't have a
Yes.
wagon and horses on the Gold Road, but...
No, we had to...
Well, actually, sorry. You would be able to have wagons and horses. There are wagons and horses on the Gold Road. The Gold Road is big, but what you're looking for that's to get you to the Gold Road isn't going to take wagons and horses. You're looking for a little tunnel, a little secret entrance, a little old, unused...
Yeah.
Well, Darrow, an absolute pleasure to meet you. I really hope we do meet again. Darrow Great Axe.
Yes. And thank you for your advice, most reverend lady.
And the holy water sprinkler, you keep it. There's no need to return that to me. You keep that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. For everything you do, for everything that's good. You're the scourge of bandits around here, Dad. We know about you and your companions. You're the bandit scourge, and if you're on a holy quest, I know it must be something really important. So, Darrow, we thank you for whatever it is.
Thank you. Right, so Darrow then sort of leaves. He will probably pray at the altar again before he leaves.
A prayer to Barathram, or a prayer to any other dwarven god in particular, or
To Barathram.
okay. Do you ever pray to Moradin or any of the other gods, or are you devout to Barathram and Barathram only?
Well, I don't know how religion is set up in this world, or in that aspect about...
In my world, people worship several gods. If they are wanting a good harvest, they'll worship the god of rain or whatever. If they're wanting, do you know what I mean? If people aren't like a cleric of one god, then they'll do that. But even a dwarven cleric of Moradin might worship another dwarven cleric in certain conditions.
Then I will pray to Moradin as well, because my mission concerns the safety of many
dwarves.
dwarves.
And also because it was a priest of Moradin that helped you twice now with the holy water
Yeah.
and the holy water sprinkler. So it's very appropriate that you do. So I was wondering if you might have.
Yes. And I think you're right in believing that it was this cleric who gave the sprinkler.
I believe so.
So
It's not the biggest details if we did fuck it up. You've got it. You were offered it and you've got it. And you had a nice
Yes.
interaction with her. That was good.
I've
you
had
leave-
interaction with her. And shall I roll a d10 now?
Yeah, let's do that. Right, so Trevor rolled his hit points in between sessions. Tammy rolled the hit points for her new mule in between sessions. Peter, for Darrow. And remember to take the asterisks off your hit points in your character sheet, 'cause that's what reminds me. It's not done. Roll your hit points, mate. Was it a fighter level you got?
Yes, it
So-
was a fighter level.
Oh, right. I've not got the thing up on screen, so you need to bear with me a moment. You rolled a 4. Not good on a 1d10. That's a 2.
That's a 2 when average is 3.
And what is your
I
bonus?
think
+1 per half level, per level, because you got a +2 con bonus, don't you?
I'm just checking the character sheet. There we are. It
16
looks
con.
like it's blanking out on me, just showing this flashing D20. So I'll have to close that roll 20 window.
Right, I'll roll. I'll
the-
open up a Darrow.
Okay, you update for me then. Okay.
I will open you up. So, character sheet, Constitution 15. So you've got hit point adjustment 1. Now, I think I've been generous in giving you it on every level. So you get 2 plus 1 is 3.
So what? Now, what happens if it's +1? The 4 that was rolled becomes a 5,
Yeah, okay. So
which is
1, 2,
then
3, 4.
half and rounded up. So that's how it reaches 3.
Yeah, so it becomes 3.
And
Yep.
if I had rolled an odd number,
Yep. So
then
it still becomes 3. 53 out of 53 you now have, mate.
Yeah.
I've updated your sheet for you. Your token, when we pull it out on the maps, should be updated.
thank you.
Yes, it is. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Darrow,
Okay.
you are... Let's put you here with your 2 dwarf buddies.
Yes. So, and the dwarves came from the same town as the holy water.
Believe so. We can quickly check. Right, Wiki.
So they're probably worshippers of Moradin.
Yeah, they are. So Wiki,
So they
Silver Isles. In fact, no, we go to characters. Search. Fargrim. Fargrim Battlehammer. Drazkabir, they're from. Famous Drazkabir Dwarven Smiths. And was it Solskabir that had the place of worship of Moradin?
I thought it was Draskamir.
Well, there you go. They would be then. Worshippers of Moradin. Alright. You want me to pull them out on the map? Can do.
No, I think we're done with this encounter.
Are we done with this
And
one?
as far as Tarot is concerned, we're headed back to our inn so that we can go to bed and be up promptly to confront, to seek the path and confront whatever monsters are in our path.
So heading back to them with the other guys.
No, they're in a different inn.
You guys didn't go to another inn, you just went to a tavern for a drink. This is where you all have a room. Let's say...
We're in a different
but-
inn from Elise.
Yes, no, that's right. So Elise is in a different inn, so I'll take her off the map then. So Elise, gone. Artan.
And all the followers, or whatever, I don't know.
I'm not going to delete them all because I've not saved their tokens and stuff. But where's Artan? I don't even see. There's Artan, right? So I'll take the followers are just over there, right? But I'll focus map over here. Okay. So let's bring the rest of you guys back. So it's night time now. It's like after dinner. You'll have all have eaten, apart from maybe you guys because you were busy. You want to get a meal, dwarves?
I'll either eat now or I've eaten before, but I'll then say, Darrow's in a serious mood, and
He's not in the mood for drinks or anything.
yeah.
Right, I know you're not, but I need to ask the rest of the guys, because you don't control them all. Is anybody else having drinks tonight? Just while we're here?
Well, Kiara got a bottle of elven wine with her tea, and she's aware that she's probably going to be down these dingy fucking dwarf holes.
Hitting the road tomorrow anyway.
I know. So I might have another bottle of elven wine and maybe a little play of my loot, and then be merry and go to bed.
Okay, make me a charisma check for the drinking then, and then a performance check, which is a proficiency check for your loot.
So you want
Charisma, so a D20 and you want charisma and under. And this is for drinking. Excuse me. That's an easy roll. Do one for your constitution, because you're having a whole bottle of wine.
Another D20.
And a D20 roll your constitution or under. Uh-oh. That's a hangover for you tomorrow. So, it's going well with the patter, everybody likes you, but something's no right in that wine. Or it's no hit you right, and tomorrow you'll feel that. But anyway, now you can make a performance check for your loot. Let's have a bit of fun. Where's your token?
This is on my sheet, isn't it? Is it?
Yes, so it's proficiencies. So the bard that's currently on the stage, I'll move him.
Yeah, right, hold on.
And Kiara's on the stage with her loot.
Yay!
Hey, you made a success. Right, okay. So, it's a busy bar tonight. There's a lot of people in. Let's see how many copper pieces people throw at you. Roll 1d100.
Oh yes, come on.
You get 88 copper pieces thrown at you.
Just throwing the sheets at me.
And roll 1d10 for how many... No, roll 1d20 for how many silver pieces people throw. Nice roll. Nice.
Okay.
So you got 88 copper and 20 silver, and roll 1d4 for how many gold pieces people throw, because there's a couple of well-off people in here.
Come on, guys. Oh.
2.
Fair.
So make a note. You got 2 gold pieces, 20 silver pieces, nice roll, and 88 copper pieces, nice roll, from your performing with your loot.
So I go... Where's my money?
And you've got a belter of a hangover tomorrow.
Yeah. Another... Oh wait, sorry. I got 2 gold pieces.
We've had another comment from the same experienced 2E player in DM to say that we look good on stream and the cams look great, guys. So well done, everybody.
Nice, thank you.
Well, while Mistress Kiara's up there on the stage performing, I'm bubbling over with excitement about this wonderful sword I saw in the blacksmith, and I come to an agreement with Ander Makar about buying my old sword, so I've got the funds to go and buy it tomorrow morning.
Okay, so do you want to? I know we had it off stream, but do you want to quickly roleplay that conversation with Ander Makar, like what the weapon is and what your deal with him was going to be? Do you want to quickly roleplay that then?
Yes.
Well, we're in the
I'll
pub.
come with you.
Yeah.
I'll come with you tomorrow, shall I? And then we can discuss prices and things there.
Do it
We
there.
might as well both go to the shop. I want to
Okay.
take a look at this sword.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
yeah,
fantastic.
that's cool. That works for me. Right
What
then.
does the sword do though?
Go with them and find out.
Well, yes, you're welcome to come along as well,
I'll be
Mr.
rough.
Sane.
I'll be rough.
She's going to be rough tomorrow, actually. Yeah.
but-
I'm going to be busy packing up the 2 bedrolls onto the mule tomorrow all day.
Right, so, anybody else got any plans for the rest of it? Kiara, you did well with your loot play and you're well off, but
Yeah,
you're going to have a
thank
stinky hangover tomorrow. Darrow, you're back here now with...
In the head.
You're back here now with the with the other 2 dwarfs. You've not got drinking on your agenda tonight, have you?
No, Davo is telling each of the members of the party that they must remember that we have to get going promptly tomorrow.
Okay, it might be too late for one of them, mate. But
Yeah, we'll go and
used to
visit
that
this sword
now.
shop early on.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to have an early
even
night,
before
so
breakfast, if you like. Yeah.
Oh, yes. You know, the sooner the better.
Plan then, guys?
2 seconds, guys. I'll be back.
Kiara's
We can be
dancing
to
around
and
now.
from the shop by the time that Kiara wakes up. I should think it will take her a
Kiara's
while.
dancing around now and flirting with all the men and some of the women in the bar. What's everybody else doing before they go to bed?
Oh, I'm just going to go and study my spell books.
Finishing my meal.
You having a good meal, yeah? That's right, you've not had a chance to have a good one. Are you eating with the other 2 dwarves as well?
Yes.
Let's sit you down at a table and be proper then. You're sitting with the bard that Kiara's put out.
I forgot something. I'll be back.
No worries. Take your time.
I can still hear you, so it's alright.
Right, okay, well, are you doing anything before you go to bed then? Drunkie?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, who's about? Like, who was liking my loot playing?
Loads of people, you were really popular.
Any of them like young, fit, strong looking?
Oh, we've already decided you're flirting with people all over the place.
Alright. I might, yeah, I'll probably just call it a night. But I will remember that I've got this thing called...
You want to roll like another charisma roll to see if you get lucky?
Maybe, yeah, let's do it. Hold on.
Let's do it, she's been drinking.
Might as well. It's been a while. We're going to be on the road for a bit as well, like. Right, let's go.
Don't say I encourage her.
Oh.
That's well under charisma. If you don't want to go to bed alone, you don't.
I bombed. Yeah. Maybe,
You didn't
maybe
bomb.
it was
You
just-
didn't bomb. You've got to roll under charisma,
Oh.
and your charisma's 16 or
that's
something.
well
so,
under.
so it's well under. So
Nice, yeah. Kiara's got company when she goes to bed.
you bag a hot guy or girl,
Yeah.
however
Or
you're feeling
girl.
at the time.
Or girl.
Yeah. As you said, we're eating at the same table as the bard.
Not necessarily. He might go sit over at the bar. I was just moving tokens around. But if you want to talk to him, you can.
Yeah. I would say, have you heard any stories about the route from Dragonsmith Castle to the Gold Road?
From Dragonswatch Castle to the Gold Road. They say it's a fool's folly, but I'm a fool. I'm a fool and I hear all the fool stories. They go there looking for treasure and they just find death. And the place is fully undead. And more every day because these adventurers, go looking for glory and gold there. And they say the gold's there, but no one ever brings it back.
I'm not looking for gold.
I've met others who have been searching for gold for centuries.
Where are you from?
Rockholm.
Aye, I know of the dwarves of Rockholm digging for Draker's gold still for 1,000 years, innit?
Yes.
Do you think they'll ever
So
find it?
I do not know, but it is not the gold that is meant to be in this castle that concerns me. It is the old route to Rockholm.
Well, there's said to be an old There's an old road in from the dungeon back down into the Gold Road from olden times, like there is said to be. But no one ever gets that far, you know. No one's ever seen it. In a dwarf's age, in an elf's age, no one's seen it. You start juggling. Shot glasses. He's a jester. Do you want to give this bard a name, just so that we've got another one? Who wants to name a bard? He's a jester type bard, a juggler, does tricks and stuff.
We call him Jasper.
Aye. There you go. That bard now has a name.
Nice.
I'm going to write it down. Bard Jasper. Might as well name all the NPCs in this place because you've been here a wee while and it's a big town. You might come back here. Any more questions for Jasper, the juggler?
No, it's
He'll ask you if you want a shot, and he'll like put down one of the ones that he's juggling, and he'll put down 4 shots that he was juggling, and somehow these shots that he was juggling are still full of whatever they had in them. He'll ask you, do you want one? He'll put down 4 shots.
No, thank you. I need to be at my best tomorrow.
Oh, it's just the one, you'll be alright, there's nothing serious in there.
But my mission is serious indeed.
Ogrim and Fargrim will have a look at each other, and then look at you, and then they'll push it towards them and say, no thank you. If the boss says no, we say no. We thank you very much, Jasper, for your kindness, but it's a very serious mission. We accompany the boss on tomorrow, and we leave early. But thank you so much for your kindness and your entertainment, and your lore and your story and your information, your counsel. Thank you.
Yeah, boss, you are more experienced warriors than I am.
But we are no heroes. We're retired. We were once warriors. We're retired and we're smiths. We come to follow you, Darrow.
But you are giant killers too.
We are giant killers too, Darrow. And it looks like we're to be undead slayers with you, hopefully. And when they write down in the annals of time the great story of Darrow, the godly hero, his companions, Ogrim and Fargrim, will be in the annals, and our names will go down in history with you. Should you let them? Should you have us?
Of course I will have you.
It would be an honour to serve you.
Taking these guys now too. No, I'm joking. I like Ogrim and Fargrim. Sorry, out of character.
They've been a beast so far, and they seem pretty fucking loyal. Right, so while we're in the bar, any other interactions? You've still got Elise is away, but the crew that you assembled for her, all 10 of them, are over there. You've got some Kingsguard in the bar. You've got some randoms in the bar, and we've got you guys. Anything else before we call it a night?
No, I'm
I'm off.
Cat is away.
I'm off to
I may
bed.
have difficulty getting to sleep because I'm so excited.
Cara, you wait at your room or theirs?
Mine. It's a nice room.
Right,
I'm
okay.
going to my room.
Okay.
You can leave when I'm done.
Nice, okay. So, let's fast forward to the next morning. You all sleep well. Kiara, maybe not. You might be up a few times in the night to be sick.
Nice.
That elven wine didn't agree with you. It seemed to at the time, but after, different story. Everyone else wakes up fresh as a daisy with the sunlight.
Darrow's got to hate me.
It's the morning of the next day. How many days to court now? I think that might be 30.
Or we're on 30?
I think so. David?
30 days it is.
Ooh.
30 days to court. It's a cold morning. Frosty.
Great. Great.
Well, if Andamakar isn't up yet, I'll go and bang on his door.
And
Yeah,
McCar,
no, I'm just
you're
waiting
awake
for you.
early. You're awake early as
Yeah,
well.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for him to be ready. Yep.
So,
let's go and have a look at this
I'll ask
sword.
Andamacar
Oh,
and
dear.
Kiara. Did either of you have you both got your spells memorised for today?
I do.
yes.
I do.
Yep. Cool.
Yes.
Everybody's in full hit points, right?
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, it's the next morning. I'll put you in
so-
in the same inn for breakfast, I guess.
Oh well, I'm
Yes,
not waiting
well,
for breakfast. I'm checking over, rushing over to find out when the smith opens.
We've had time to cure everyone up, so
Oh, yeah.
if we discover someone's bar isn't full when we reach combat,
I noticed when I was going through the sheets, I noticed like one of the dwarfs was down 2 or something. I've just put them all up to max that weren't. Because you've had
We've
rests
had
and
an
stuff.
easy couple of days compared to the last few that we've had.
So, Sinkynook's going to the weapon and armour smith, and I believe Andy McCar's going with him. Anybody else doing anything before breakfast? Because he's doing that before breakfast.
Kiara is not doing anything before breakfast, and she's just sitting thinking about taking her breakfast to go and start trying to pack her stuff that she needs packed.
Taro?
I notice that Sneaky Nook is not taking our weapon armor and armor smiths with him.
He's not taking them with him. Are you not, Sinkynook? Are you not taking the dwarfs with you? I know you're taking Andy McCar with you.
Well, I don't think they're up, are they?
No, they're up. They're up early as well. They didn't drink last night. They took Daro's lead.
Okay. Well, I'll tell them that we're heading over to Fenella Frostbeard's to buy a sword.
They'd be keen to go to Fenella Frostbeard's because she's an armour and weaponsmith of great repute. From not far away from them. And she's a dwarf. So they're keen to go to visit her shop. They know her. So they'd be keen to go with you.
In that case, let's head over there.
So it's the 4 of you. Andy McCar, Sinkynook and Fargrim and Ogrim Battlehammer going. Kiara, you're laying in bed or thinking about getting breakfast?
Kiara's cuddling Charlemagne, just crying.
Alright, let me just do a wee map switch then and I'll switch the guys to it. So, we are heading to... What was the name of it?
The Obsidian Anvil.
The Obsidian Anvil. So we have you guys, we have Sinkynook, and we have Andy McCar. So you guys are at the Obsidian Anvil. That was the shop run by
Fenella Frostbeard.
Fenella Frostbeard, the dwarf blacksmith. Now, let me just stay on the wiki and keep checking stuff so we're not making mistakes. So the Silver Isles, Panthea, Stonehaven, the Obsidian Anvil, a weapon and armour smith of great reputation in Stonehaven, owned by the charismatic Fenella Frostbeard. Items of note: Sword of Vengeance, 1,500 gold pieces. Javelin of Lightning, 1,500 gold pieces. There you go, boys.
Well, I'll be chatting to Andamakar as we go. It's a wonderful shop. I bought us both some +1 arrows, and I got myself
That's
some
right.
silver arrows as
You've been
well.
before,
and there's a wonderful sword there, so let's see if we can buy it. I mean, do you want to take one of my +1 sword, and because I'm a bit short on cash.
Before you
Because I've
have
been
that
spending it,
conversation, if you don't
Yeah.
mind me just interrupting you for a second, David, before you have that conversation, I want to say that when Fenella greets all of you, she will give a hug to the two Battlehammer brothers. They seem very familiar. Ah, Fenella, so great to see you. Ah, Ogrim, Fargrim, it's been so long. How are you? How's business? What brings you here? And he'll give them, oh, we follow the great Darrow Greataxe. And they'll tell a wee story to her as you come in. That wee interaction will happen. And then I'll let you guys go ahead with the conversation you were going to have.
Matrix.
I will say that we kind of looked at that sword last night when I was buying those arrows, and it's a wonderful sword. It's enchanted against a great enemy of our race, and I'd like to buy it. If you wouldn't mind, can I? If I could trade in this sword?
Fenella, we'll check. It was Fenella Frostbeard, right? Yeah, Fenella, I'll check.
Was Fenella.
Oh yes, that's right. It was the Drow Slayer, the Drow Vengeance sword. I forgot, but I remembered for you. I went looking up my annals in my inventory, and I looked it up. It's the Drow Slayer. That's right. 1,500 gold pieces, a bargain.
Oh, I quite agree. Can I trade in this +1 sword for it?
What do you mean +1?
Buying.
What do you mean +1?
Sorry, my standard magical sword.
Hang on. I'm just writing to David minus 10 XP. Your what? Your magical sword? Oh, let me see. Let me have a look at that. She'll have a look.
It's an everything slayer.
She'll have a look at it and Ogrim.
Not everything. It won't hit everything. Some things.
Ogrim and Fargrim. I'll give her a look and like a little nod, like yeah, it's a reasonable sword. What did we say the going rate was? It's 500 to buy a +1 sword, or was it less?
I think you said it was
750
500
to buy. You get
500 to sell. 500 to sell, 750 to buy.
That sounds a bit fucking generous.
Well, it was your birthday. Just go with it. Don't question.
All right. Sound. I never take any notes. We're 50 odd episodes in. Whatever I say.
You were very generous.
She'll give you 500 gold in your trade-in for it. It's mates rate. She knows Ogrim and Fargrim.
I'm very, very grateful, and I will trade it in, and I will stroke it. It's wonderful.
A thing of beauty.
How much did you want for the other? How much did you want for your other sword?
Well, we've already sorted that out. I think you gave me 500 for it.
Yeah. If that's what you need.
He didn't give you 500 for it. That was in between sessions, David. Come on. minus 10 XP for David again. We're never doing stuff in between sessions again, David. If this is how you're going to carry on, mate.
Of course, of course.
There's a conversation about to happen about that, isn't there?
Okay, I have a quiet word with Andamakar and explain that I'm short on the cash, and since I'm buying it, I don't want to delve into party funds because it's for me really rather than the party. So would he like to buy my sword, and then I'll have the funds to give to Lady Fenella here.
Yes, because the sword I'm using at the moment is a party item, so it'd be nice to have one of my own just in case I need one.
Right. Well, it's the same price as Fenella gave me for that, which is 500, and I'll be forever in your debt for allowing me to purchase this masterwork item.
Yes, you're welcome.
So,
thank you, Andamakar.
Ogrim will say, yeah, it's some fine merchanting he done there, lads. It's almost if you got some special mates rates there or something. Like, never seen Fenella give that much for a sword of that quality. It's a good quality sword, but that's a lot of money. But hey,
I rush over and give him a hug and thank him for putting in a good word to her for me.
Don't thank me. Thank Fenella. She's a great woman and a fine.
I rush
blacksmith.
over and hug Fenella and thank her for her charity. I explained that my entire city was killed by Drow, and I'm getting my forces together to go and take my revenge on them. This will be a great aid in that. I'm sure they're behind all the troubles up at the castle.
At this point, you see a tear in her eye. Like your whole what did you say? Your whole settlement was destroyed.
Yes,
by Drow.
The city was destroyed by
them. A whole city was destroyed by Drow. The fucking bastards. The evil, horrible bastards. The cunts. Fucking Drow. Horrible, evil, dirty bastards. She'll say.
I heartily agree.
They give elves a bad name.
Some strong language coming from this woman here. She may be a dwarf, but she's still a woman. That's some strong language coming out of her, like. Cunts!
Oh, they're nothing like you, Andamakar. They're cruel and they use poison and evil magic.
That's no elf.
The
drow. That's no elf. The drow. That's not an elf. I know an elf. An elf's not such a bad thing. A drow, that's a different thing altogether.
Well, when we meet them up at the castle, this will... it'll be the start of my vengeance. Thank you, mistress. And thank you for those arrows as well. They will stand us in great stead.
There's some fine arrows, some fine ammunition. I hope you use them well. Hope they serve you well.
Well, if we can, it'll help protect Darrow on his quest. That's all to the good.
Okay, so that's the end of that interaction. She'll greet you farewell, and farewell on your quest. I wish you all the blessings of all the gods and all the luck in the world.
I will offer her a bottle of my mushroom wine in thanks. To drink it in memory of us.
Oh, and she'll look at it like she's receiving a gift that she doesn't want but doesn't want to say no to because it's an honour thing. Thank you, fine gnome, thank you so much. I will drink it on a special occasion and think of you, Stinky Nook. It's been an absolute honour, thank you. And she'll take that bottle of mushroom wine off you then.
Thank you, mistress.
You got -1 on your character sheet on those. You must really be happy with that sword to give. Now. You must really be happy to get that sword, eh?
Oh, it's a dream come true, mistress.
So we rolled that off stream, and that was a 1 in 10 chance, and it was versus Drow. That was a beauty. You've had luck with the weapons because the rapier was rolled as well, and that was a +4.
Oh, I'm skipping on my way back to the inn. Come on, let's get back up there under my car. We need to get up there as quickly as possible.
Back to the inn, is it?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, let's get back. Darrow will be champing at the bit, no doubt.
Okay, changing maps.
Where have they gone?
So you do that for a wee while, Darrow. Once you get over where the fuck have they gone, are you having some breakfast or?
Yes.
Big hearty breakfast for the journey ahead.
Has that irresponsible redhead got up?
No yet. Are you going to go and bang her door? Well, tell you what, Tammy, has Kiara gotten up yet?
Yeah.
She's up.
I got up, looked at breakfast, was like, woof, went out to start packing my stuff and just went out and lay with Charlemagne for a little bit.
Okay.
I think she's gone back to sleep again.
There we go. She's way back to sleep with Charlemagne. Darrow.
I'm feeling sorry for myself just in the stable.
So what are you doing?
He's all by himself having breakfast as far as I know.
Is he all by himself?
The other brothers.
Yes, the
It's
two
the brothers
brothers
then.
no, with me.
No, the brothers went with you guys.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, because
Eleonora, it's Darrow and Eleonora for breakfast actually.
Yeah.
Is Eleanor still feeling sickly, is she?
You're not around to ask her. Darrow can ask her. Eleonora looks alright. Eleonora looks anxious and ready to go and just worried about what's going to be next.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 1:30, let's take a break.
Yeah.
And then we'll decide what we'll do next. Yeah, it's 1:30, we'll take a 5-minute break.
right.
Okay, let's sort that out. Trevor, last week when I was editing the video, it was only just then I was noticing you with the pulling out the sword and shit and the dragon's head and stuff. That was so funny. Last week's stream was so funny. I really loved it.
It was a lot of fun.
Everyone, we are back. This is part 2. Guys are still in the tavern. It's the next morning. There's 30 days to court. They've got ready Elise and Ralph and Artan. Still got Ogrim and Fargrim.
One less hell.
Snake got a badass new sword. It's another new badass weapon the party's got. In fact, 2, because you got the holy water sprinkler. So, guys, Darrow, you've been having some breakfast. Kiara, you're lying with the bear trying to nurse a hangover.
Yeah.
Sninkanook,
Best meal of the day. You should have some left.
Sninkanook, Ogrim, Fargrim, and Anna McGar, you've just returned to the tavern, the Dragon's Nest, I believe. The tavern of... It's an inn, the Dragon's Nest.
I rush back in through the door ahead of the others. Boss, look what I've got. Waving a sword.
It's a sword.
You get a few funny looks when you come into it.
It's a sword of vengeance.
You run
Vengeance against the drow.
You get a few funny looks when you run into a tavern in the morning swinging a sword about.
Yeah.
A couple of, like, from waitresses and that are a bit like...
Well, is everyone here? Well, so basically, Darrow finishes as quickly as possible, make sure everyone's settled up. And...
me and the lads have got to have our breakfast, boss.
Oh, in that case, Darrow slows down.
So,
Better have some more.
by the time you got up at the crack of dawn, but by the time shops opened, let's say that's 8 o'clock, and you've bought some stuff and done a wee bit wheeling dealing and got back here, it's at least 9 o'clock. Darrow, you've had a good hearty breakfast already. So you guys are stopping for breakfast?
It's make sure I know the route.
Kiara might resurface at some point, because obviously she needs to chat to the guys about what we're doing. And then, like, I might sniff a little bit of, like, hot bread and butter or something. Just try to...
Right, are you asking anyone in particular about the route from here to Dragonswatch Castle Ruins, Darrow?
Well, there were some of the lads said they'd been there. Mm-hmm. Because they killed an owlbear.
That's right. Okay, so they would just tell you, would have told you don't need to go meet them again. They would have told you that there's an old mountain track, an old track up into the mountains with, like, old, very, very old man-made steps, many of which are worn away and broken now. But I don't know if you'll get this reference, Peter, because you don't play video games, but picture the steps up to High Hrothgar in Skyrim, for anybody watching. Those stone steps, like that. There's steps up, obviously not as high and as snowy, but there's steps up into the mountains like that. Old and, yeah, someone watching gets it. Old and, like, a lot of them falling away, and just, like, you know, there's some bits where it's just like there's no stairs, and it's a bit of a treacherous climb, but it's not far.
Is it sounding as if we need ropes?
Oh, we've got ropes, boss.
Okay, right.
We always take ropes going underground.
Yeah. Yeah, so everyone, as well as the owlbears, they may be winter wolves.
So you've heard. You heard that someone was killed or went missing hunting owlbear eggs up there. And you've heard that the mountains in this region are bad for winter wolves.
Valuable skins on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was only remember, it was only 500 because they're common. They're quite common here.
We killed the one that necromancer Dirtfingers had.
That's right. He had a pet one.
Still money.
So, right, hold on, start again. What are we doing? So we have to watch out for these...
You're expecting owl bears and winter wolves?
Owl bears, yeah, sorry, that was what I was thinking of. Owl bears and snow wolves.
In the mountains in general, around here, you're to expect winter wolves. And somewhere in the ruins of Dragonswatch Castle, you're perhaps to expect owl bears. From things you've heard.
And the undead.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd rather face owlbears than undead.
Once we get underground, undead. Or at night, undead.
Oh my god.
Well, let's get up there while it's still daytime then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we
well,
all-
Remind me,
just-
rules is written what the difference between undead at night and through the day is.
None.
Except things like shadows find it rather harder to hide in direct sunlight, and things like vampires.
Yeah, right, okay, yeah.
Very well
So it's
at
vampires and
daylight.
things like that. I was just wondering if there was a general thing for like ghouls and ghasts and skeletons and zombies. But there isn't. It's for those types of undead, is there?
Not normally, no.
No,
Just
no,
checking.
But they're generally, and particularly the immaterial undead, are thought of as creatures of the night.
Alright, so what's happening hitting the road?
Yes.
Everybody fed except Kiara.
I had a little bit of buttered bread and
Managed a
that,
wee bit
but-
toast.
Yeah.
And in my car, well studied up and rested.
Oh, yes.
Kiara, did you get a chance to memorise your spells, or have you just got the same set as yesterday? In fact, that was my rule as well. When you get too drunk and fucked up, you don't get to change your spells. Obviously, I'll let you still have the same set as yesterday. You still have a full roster.
You asked me before I got drunk if I'd memorised my spells, and I said yes.
Aye, but it's a night has passed. You get to change your spells when a
Yeah,
night passes.
I
But
didn't
if you're
change
steaming,
my
you don't. If
spells.
you're steaming drunk, you
Nah.
don't. You've still got the same set of spells. Yeah.
But I
Wait.
wasn't going to be changing my spells. It's the only ones that I have memorised. It's the only ones that I do memorise.
Cool,
They
cool.
don't change.
I know what you've got memorised. I was looking at your sheet.
Yeah,
And
we had 2 nights in town, I believe, anyway.
That's right. So if she
Yeah.
wanted a chance to change, she would have had it as well.
yeah, I didn't. So
All right.
So perhaps today we will see what this thunderbolt or whatever it is called of yours does, Tiara.
Should we hit the
Yeah.
road?
Yeah, yeah.
are we on the way?
I've not got a road map, but I've got. Now hold on.
I need to keep taking my glasses off.
Right, I've not got a road map, but I've got an area map because it was a fairly short climb to the Dragonswatch Castle ruins. You find them with no encounter on the way up. It's a bit of a climb, but nothing you need to make any proficiency checks for. It's a bit rocky, but no ropes were required. Your mule even makes it. By being led on a rope, obviously, the mule even makes it up with you. So, it's time for me to just pull on some tokens onto a map. Give me a couple of minutes.
Oh, you know, I was trying my hardest to scan that map there because I couldn't find where we were.
I'll shift click. Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks. I
If-
realised after a little while.
If you guys want to organise yourselves,
I will be sneaking ahead. Sneaking through the undergrowth.
I will be at Darrow's discretion. I think this is his. We're getting in his yard now, his territory. So, whatever he thinks, especially because we've got the animals and stuff.
Well, we have. Sneaky Nook has his own specialisation, but we have 2 specialist combat warriors. And and Sneaky Nook is the scout, and everyone else is a spellcaster.
Would you like us further back?
So I think
Can I suggest that Eleonora leads the mule to begin with?
yes, although she has to be. I don't know whether casting bless or whatever can be done one-handed.
Well, if she just
He could be
attacks
tied
the
round her waist. He could be tied round her waist.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
He
Yeah.
could be tied around her waist.
Or just to have a stone attached to the lead rein and drop it to the ground to anchor the mule there temporarily.
right? So
I had a risk-
if you just come up a rocky climb and got into a bit of a more open position, put yourselves into the position you would be in as you march into.
Well, this is because you're going to make us roll initiative.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But just I want to know how you're
We can all
positioned for what people see and stuff as you march into Dragonswatch Castle Ruins. Now,
Don't know whether we'll be attacked from behind.
Ryan, there's something there. You
where?
might want to move it.
Right, hang on. I'll zoom out so you can ping me. Up the top. No, that's
I think
fine.
if Eleonora,
That's supposed
if
to be there.
Eleonora and I at the back with the mule, then we're reasonably capable of fighting.
Obviously, you don't see that just now, David, but that's on the map. Don't worry.
Yeah. I like that setup, guys. I'm not going to lie. We've got the two boys in the front, and we've got Darrow one side, Kiara slightly back in the other side, Adamancard and Eleonora, and the two. I like that setup. I think that's good.
Well, I will try and move about 50 feet ahead of the party. So that would put me about that distance ahead. Okay.
So that's how you
I will
guys
be
look.
attempting to kind of slink from piece of vegetation to piece of vegetation.
Right.
The other reason to have dwarves near the front is they're slow moving, so we'll spend so other people will be able to catch them up.
They
Okay.
take the page. Yeah.
All right, sneaky look. And are you sneaking around? Are you looking around? What's going on with
I'm
you?
sneaking and looking. Basically, I'm doing my scouting role.
Okay, you spot something feeding in the water over here, drinking in the water. It's not spotted you. I'm going to pull it up from the. I'm going to pull it up from the GM info, the GM layer, onto the token layer. Do you see it now?
Oh yes. Fine. I turn round and remember they don't they don't speak Gnomish battle language. I shall slink back and warn them that there is it. I shall slink back and warn them that I think there is a
Make a move
wind
silently,
over
roll.
there. Certainly.
2 seconds, and I will put the thing up on screen. Make a move silently, roll.
Yeah, I mean, I can see what it is, so...
I can't. Where is it?
It's here.
You guys know what these things are when they come too. Like,
Oh,
I
for
don't.
goodness sake!
You'll recognise it. So, you failed your
You
move silently,
reckon-
roll.
Yep.
It's now spotted you. So, no roll
I
for...
heard something. Did I make my my hide in shadows roll?
Make your hide in shadows roll. It's heard you.
Tammy, Kiara's met this creature before, and it's the wolf that
Now,
breathes.
you made a hide in shadows roll.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it knows it's heard something over there, but it can't see it.
From there to there. Yeah?
Yes, I'm moving back to
Now.
there to let them know.
It's broad daylight. So
Yep.
shadows wise, I want you to make there's 1, 2, 3 bushes on the way, but I'm not going to make you make 3 or 4 rolls. Make a second. I want you to make 2 successful hide in shadows rolls to make it in broad daylight for him to not see you between there and there. He's looking in your
come
general
on.
direction, or he's already looking in your general direction because he heard you.
Yep.
I want a double success.
Fair enough.
Come on, Stinky.
Hey! Nice roll, mate. So, he doesn't see you. You see him looking around in the general direction.
And
But
I will kind of whisper to the party. There's a winter wolf over there.
Now-
Of course. Now is the question, can any of us remember how we got rid of the last one we met?
Well, I remembered that, Darryl, you had a ring of warmth on, so any damage it did to you was, reduced because you got that ring of warmth. But, guys, because it's been looking in the general direction, and none of the rest of you are hiding in shadows or anything like that, it's now seen you all. So,
Can we not scare it away?
because Snake Kunut got back and told you about it, None of the rest of you have to roll for surprise.
I think we should just try and scare it away.
Can I just blast magic missile at it?
Roll initiative.
It's probably overconfident.
2 seconds
They,
before
most
anybody
of the
does.
adventurers who arrive here are inexperienced. Then it probably thinks that with its breath weapon it can take us.
Everybody,
I'm
just
going to roll
pinging
for
it so
spell.
people see it. There's what you recognise now as a winter wolf was drinking. It's now looking at you and growling now that it sees you all. Maybe it doesn't see Sninky Nook, but it's seen the rest of you now. Roll initiative. I'm going to bring up its character sheet and roll for it.
Right, Tharo calls spread out so it can't breathe on all of us.
Okay, I'll open up the character sheet for it.
Am I running Eleanor?
I don't know what this does, but we're going to find out.
You've seen them before, and it breathes.
Oh no, yeah, I know what the winter wolf does. I meant my spell that I just rolled for.
What have you rolled initiative for?
It may have the initials LB.
Lightning bolt.
Oh, here we go. She's not cast it yet, everybody. Let's get excited.
Okay, so I've got to do for my 2 characters.
So you-
Hold on a little
Who are
while.
you rolling for? You're rolling for Eleonora as well as yourself, Darrow, right?
Yes.
I believe, Trevor, you were rolling for one of the Battle Brothers and David for the other.
Yeah, I've rolled
Sorry.
for Olgrim.
Tammy, you roll for
I
Charlemagne.
rolled- Yeah.
And I want to
Charlemagne
know
got
now,
14.
now,
He got 14.
where is Humphrey when this all happens and you guys start pulling out weapons? What do you do with Humphrey?
He's
Somebody
got
might
stone
need-
tied to his rope and he just gets dropped and left. Does he not? Don't know what was
An
it.
anchor.
Hi.
Well, what I suggested to Eleonora was if she can't hold on to the rope, the lead rope, just put a weight on the end of it and just drop that to the
So you're
ground,
saying
and that
that-
will act as a partial anchor.
So you're saying that generally because Eleonora hangs back and waits to heal people, you're saying that she'll hang on to him in these situations?
Yeah, normally, yes.
Got you. Okay, just so I know.
If we get into a desperate situation, she's got to kind of rush away. Then she can just drop the lead rope or loop it over something.
I'm just moving myself over to the other side on screen so people can see the battle, what's going on better. I'll zoom out a little bit because the Winter Wolf is way up here. Somebody want to do a measure for me? Shit, where is it? I lost it.
Hard. I see it. Where do you want it measured from?
Oh
you've
yeah,
got
it's
it.
over here. Yeah, it's about 75 feet from the group. There we go. Thank you, David.
Hold on, I'm just checking Eleanor's character sheet. I was considering whether she'll cast Barrackman's Blessing, but I think she may hold on for another encounter. She's got this, so I think she's going to draw her sword in case the wolf comes her way.
So you roll initiative for Eleanor's sword.
Guys, we're just about to
It's only
start.
one.
Is it just this wolf for now?
That's all you
As far as we
see.
can see.
That's what I've seen so far. There's probably others around as well.
Nice roll, Peter. Who's that for Eleonora? Nice roll.
I can't see anybody's rolls. What's going on?
Could you add her into the initiative because I forgot to click on her?
Yeah, no problem.
I did the same with Charlemagne. I think I don't know if you got
Okay,
on.
Eleonora, add turn. Right, okay. I'm adding turn. If you guys could add the initiative yourselves, please.
A 5 and Charlemagne rolled a 14.
Right, I'll do Charlemagne's.
Sarah rolled on 5, not 14.
I'm doing Charlemagne as 14. So Kiara's on 4. She should be on 5.
5, yeah.
And what's she using a spell? So she shouldn't have these
Lightning
extras.
bolt. Lightning bolt, yeah.
Nice, okay.
Oh, that'd be from the last one,
Yep.
surely.
Okay, and Kiara's got another one on 14. I'll get rid of that. Andy McCard, did you roll a 6? Ogrim rolled a 12. Fargrim rolled a 12.
And can you add another initiative for my second arrow, please?
Yes, I can. Can you add the number yourself, yeah?
Will do.
Does Olgrim get a second blow?
He's the one with the 2 weapons, right?
Yep, 2 warhammers.
Yep, so I've added turn for Sninknook. I will add a turn for Olgrim, if you guys can take care of adding the extra numbers in. Tell me when you're done, and I'll rearrange initiative. Is Charlemagne done? He is. Anyone want to roll for Humphrey, just in case the shit kicks off?
Well, I
Ogrim's...
didn't roll for him just because I wasn't sure if I should or not. 'cause
Nah,
what use is
we
he-
won't. If anything kicks off, it goes at the end of the turn. Right, so, Ogrim's second one has been done. I think we are all done. Thank you very much, Tammy and gentlemen. I will put them in ascending order. So, Kiara is at the top of the round. Round 1 of combat. There is a winter wolf up here. Growling at you.
Distance, 10 guys? How far away from it were we?
75 foot-ish. Now, I've not got the rules for Cone of Cold in front of me, so I'm just going to bring that up.
And what's the range of lightning bolt?
I'm 73 feet away from it.
Someone else can look that up,
It's
because I'm
probably at
looking
least
up a
that long,
monster.
isn't it?
Oh wait, I've not got purple worm open, which I usually do. Sorry, guys.
I've got
thought
open
this was
looking
a-
at the monster.
It's a new spell. 1 second. I'm sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off
I've
soon.
got the book open. The range is 40 yards plus 10 yards a level.
7, level 7. So that's
A
7.
long way.
I can hit it then.
Definitely.
So it's a it's a long way, and you then got a choice.
Yeah.
The bolt can either be long and thin, which means 80 foot long and 5 foot wide, or it can be shorter and stabbier, which is 40 foot long and 10 foot wide.
Right.
Not that
Right.
relevant in this case,
Yeah.
Tammy, I heard you
Well-
say you need to get off soon, so...
but you need to choose which shape you're doing.
and you said that at the start, so after
So-
after this combat, then we'll wrap it up, okay? Shouldn't take
Can I
you
just
guys
ask-
long.
So, sorry, but just a quick question. I've got some questions quickly about lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So, what the difference? Choosing which one you want to use obviously would be if you had like a big fucking huge target that you wanted to hit, you would choose your 10-foot short one.
No, it depending, you can hit several creatures in the same lightning bolt.
Right.
So
okay, but I'm only
depending
choosing
on
for
where
one.
they are,
Right. Yeah. I get you.
you may.
Just a 5-foot long one. Can I just roll to hit it? Yeah.
No, you don't have to roll the hit. What's the range of the spell, somebody?
Something plus 10 foot per level, and I'm
It was about
level 7, and I'm 73 foot away
I
from
think
it.
it was about 70 yards, which is about 210 feet, so it's well within range for casting it.
Okay. And what's the saving throw against it?
Saving throw
Spell.
versus spell.
Save versus spell. Okay, let me just...
And what's the scenery there?
Where?
Behind the wolf,
Behind
is
the
that
wolf.
then? Is it slightly higher behind it?
Yeah. So it's leaning down into the water, or was. So it's up elevated a little bit.
No, yeah, but behind it, are there more?
What's
Is
the last
wolf
stage?
going to rebound on it?
No. If it hits the wolf, no, it's going to go shoot through it. It's not going to rebound.
Yeah. So the scenery isn't such that it will bounce off the scenery back on.
So the wolf's got to make a save versus spell.
Yes.
Have I put the saves in for wolves? I have, okay. Let me click on his token first. Save versus spell coming up. 1 success.
This could be quite spectacular despite that.
Now, is that half damage if I made the success?
Yep.
That's half damage.
Okay, roll the damage then, Tammy.
That you're 7th level, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
76.
Oof.
Oof. Oof. Right, let's go. Hold on. No, that's 17. My bad.
7d6.
25.
Ooh. 25 damage on the Winter Wolf.
Halved.
Halved.
Oh, half. Yeah, sorry.
I'm going to round
Potentially,
down.
if there were several enemies, if you were able to position them, several of them in the bolt.
And they all make separate saving throws as well, by the way, if you do.
Yeah.
So,
And the other thing, I think, Ryan, you play it with the bolt reflecting.
yeah, that does.
So it could bounce back and catch the wolf again.
Not where it is, though, because she's shooting up at it.
Yes.
It'll go
But
through
I'm
it
letting Tammy know
for future.
Yeah.
that if we were down
Yeah,
the dungeon and this thing were 10 foot in front of a wall.
Bounce it off the wall, yeah. You hit it twice. So,
Or it could bounce back at us. You have to remember that.
you did 12 damage from the lightning bolt. First time you've ever used your lightning bolt, you hold your hands out, you read the words in your spell book, your hands shoot out this bolt of lightning. You feel a tingle, no pain, but you feel a tingle, and this big blast of lightning shoots straight towards the wolf and crackles right through its body, singeing its fur, and then continues on past it and then fizzles away in the distance.
Yeah. Is he alive still, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it may be less inclined to come our way.
Now, Sninky Nook is in the... Wait. Everybody wait, because I didn't roll initiative for this thing. So, hopefully it's not before Kiara.
Yeah, imagine.
It's got speed 9, so it shouldn't be. 12. So, let me just adjust that, put it in 12. Charlemagne seems to be in twice. This thing's at 12. Let me move it up.
I knew something funky had went wrong.
Okay, so it is Eleonora's turn.
And
I think
because
she's just waiting at the back.
she's waiting at the back, she's just drawn her sword
Sword ready.
in case the wolf comes near her and the mule.
Sword ready, turn held. And a Makar.
I'm holding my action. I have a spell ready to cast.
Spell
but I don't
ready,
think I need to cast
holding
it just
action.
yet.
Ogrim Battlehammer.
Charge. Let's go.
Don't think so.
He
wouldn't reach it.
Well, no. So I think he's probably better off just.
Holding his action. and
Guess
waiting
he's
for the
better
Few
hold his
bushes,
action
remember
and
the
wait for the
bushes,
wolf to
the
come to
bushes,
him.
the bushes and stuff in your way. You'll not be able to do a straight charge, remember, because of those bushes.
I think it makes more sense for him to hold
Wait
his
for the wolf.
action, don't
his
you?
action. Yeah.
Holding action. Now, have
As
you
will
got?
Fargrim.
We've got a second turn in for him. Is it currently for the hammer? You've got the speed for the hammer and not the.
He's not. Well, he's
the
only
flail,
using.
Yeah.
He's only using his hammers. He's not going to
Cool.
use
Yeah.
holy water on this.
Yeah, just to making sure you've got the same the right weapons. Beats Fargrim Battlehammer. What's he doing?
Holding action.
You're a boring bunch of fuckers, you, like, every time. Right, a Winter Wolf. Let me see if I've got its
Hoping it'll run
movement.
away.
You're hoping it'll run away. Winter Wolf's movement is 18. So it can move 90 and attack you. So, let me just get a wee draw up here. Oh my. Okay, so...
I wonder if it saw who cast the lightning bolt. Probably not, because the lightning bolt appears in mid-air, doesn't it?
No, it did. It did. So, it's going to move to here. And let me just check the... Somebody want to read Cone of Cold while I'm reading this?
Read what?
Cone of Cold.
It actually says Code of Cold rather than having the dimensions in the monster manual.
Well, it says they can unleash a stream of frost from their lungs once every 10 rounds, causing 64 points of damage to everything within 10 feet. Save versus breath weapon is allowed for half. Okay, so he is going to make an attack. I want everything within 10 feet. So he's going to line it up and hit as many of you as he can. He's going to go for Kiara and Eleonora. So I want saving throws versus breath weapon from Kiara and Eleonora, please.
For Kiara, because 10 feet only goes to Kiara, it doesn't reach Eleonora.
Ah, right, yeah, everything within 10 feet. Okay, so let me see. Does 10 feet reach Eleonora if we're there?
Nope.
Will it get Charlemagne?
Get Charlemagne, and it would get Fargrim.
0 success.
Okay, well he's gonna go for Charlemagne and Fargrim. Eleanor, Kiara and Fargrim. Then he's gonna run around here and
So
do it like
Kiara
that.
failed. Does Charlemagne have to do a saving throw?
No, Fargrim does.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll roll for Fargrim.
I failed.
You failed. Okay, just hang on because I've got to roll damage in a minute.
Oh, Fargrim's tough. I'm sure he can cope with it.
Has he failed his?
Just about to roll. This is breath weapon. Save.
So he saved it. So he takes half damage. Kiara, you take full damage, and this is frost damage. Oh, I did the wrong command. What was it? 46. 64. 17 damage, Kiara. Half rounded up for Fargrim.
Fair enough.
Have you got your character sheet up, Kiara?
So the lightning bolt was rounded up as well.
Yeah, I did
Lightning
round up
bolt
the
was
lightning
rounded
bolt.
down.
No, it was rounded down.
So shouldn't this be rounded down as
But,
well?
aye, okay. So, 17
Seems fair.
for Kiara.
Mhm.
I'll take it
know.
off. I'll take it off your token.
I'm doing. All right.
And 8
and-
for Fargrim.
8 for Fargrim. Okay. Have you done that? No, I'll do that. Right, guys. So it breathes frost at the two of you, and you take that damage. Fargrim takes half of it. It is Darrow's turn.
How mangy does this wolf look? How damaged does it look?
I mean, it doesn't look mangy. It looks healthy and well fed and fat and everything, but it looks like Kiara's lightning bolt's really frazzled it. It's like burnt all round its eye, and it's singed hair, and it looks pretty hard. You can see some of the black where it's just skin that's all burnt under the hair, and it's quite burnt from the spell. Like,
Kiara feels a bit shit now.
I'm not going to be wasting my spell then. If I'm able to decide not to finish it.
is that what you had initiative for?
I had rolled for prayer.
Okay, so you are. Well, you can move if you want, or hold your turn and move. You can't cast the spell. Well, you can still hold your turn and cast the spell, but you're not wanting to use it. So you can move if you want.
I will hold my turn.
You can hold your spell and maybe cast it at the end of the round if you want to.
Yeah, but hopefully this wolf's going to
Well,
be.
Charlemagne's going to get it now, isn't he?
it's Charlemagne's turn. Yes, indeed. Cara, do you want to roll attack rolls for Charlemagne? And we just do all his one after the other, don't we? Claw,
Yeah.
bite. Well,
What is
claw,
the
and then
attack?
potentially bear hug. Well, it's up to
he-
you. It's your bear. What's he doing? He's right next to it.
It attacked you.
I know.
This wolf attacked you, hurt you the worst.
You just want me to do them all at together.
Do one at a time, no.
No.
Do to hit first with the claw, and then if it hits, we'll do damage. Yeah, do them one at a time. AC 8, I don't think will hit it. No, it doesn't.
That doesn't either then.
Nope. And then go for the bite. That does hit it. So roll the damage for the bite. And it's at the side of it, so it takes a bite into its ribs. Go on, Charlemagne.
9, not bad.
9 damage. Where's the +6 coming from?
What +6?
1d10 plus 6. That's you've rolled the initiative.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you've rolled the initiative dice. Roll again for damage. Wrong dice.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. What size is it? That's my bad.
It is a large creature. It's about the size of Charlemagne.
Oh,
Not so good.
not so good.
Okay, Charlemagne takes a small bite out of the side of the Winter Wolf. It doesn't turn its attention away from Kiara though. It's Ogren Battlehammer's turn.
He held his first blow. Can he take his second one?
Yeah, I mean he can take his 2 now. Well, he can take his he can take his 1 now, and he can take his second one on 18, which would be at the end of the round. Yeah.
So, yeah,
because there's still the weapon speed issue. Remember.
So yeah, his weapon speed is 2. So.
Oh, is it? So 16.
Anyway, so he's going to step round.
Yeah.
Here.
You can attack now and on 16. Yes.
Yeah, so let me.
Wait.
Find
No. Sorry, Trevor. No, I am mistaken. Moving back. He can. He's held his turn, so at the end of the round he can choose to take both of his attacks. Sorry, that's wrong. That's not my ruling. Yeah, that's wrong actually. He has held his turn, so that's everything until the end of the turn. So it is, or what would have been Snake Canuck's second attack? Did you hold your turn?
Snake Canuck's first attack.
Snake Canuck's first attack. Okay.
When you deleted his second attack.
I've deleted his second. Right. Okay. What's your second on?
21.
Right,
so
hang on.
He gets his 2 shots now.
Yeah, okay, so add turn. 21. 2 seconds, I'll just add you in.
No problem. Well, he's going to move so that he can get a clear shot at the side of the wolf. And then take 2 arrows into it.
How far is he moving? Because you can't take 2 arrows if you're moving, remember. 2 arrows only if you're standing still. Remember.
In that case, you'll just move 5 foot.
That's cheeky. You can shoot and then move 5 foot and then shoot. I allow 5 feet of movement between attacks, not before attacks. If you're standing still to get 2 shots.
Okay.
In
that case, has he got a clear shot at this? Target.
I'll give you a -1 because you're shooting at the flank of it.
Fair enough.
No risk of help shooting your buddies because you're. In fact, no, right? Because you've got your buddy there, and one there. It's normally a called shot, so it's a -4. But because they're only half in the way, I'll say it's half a called shot, so -2.
-2 it is.
There you go. I'm fair as fuck. No.
That's a miss.
You're aiming too much to the right, being too careful, it shoots away off to the side.
And then I move 5 foot so that I should just second shot.
No penalty this time. That'll hit it.
Oh, good one.
Great stuff. Doing 5 points of damage.
Ooh.
Nice. Surely this thing must be nearly dying soon.
It looks quite hurt. I mean, it's not its turn to take a morale check and try and run away yet, but Now, Dado, you previously held, so we're at the end of the round now. Who held first? It was Olgrim.
Eleanor held first.
Eleonora held first. And she's got her sword ready. Is she doing anything? She's pretty close to it.
She's pretty close to it, so I think she's letting hold of the reins.
Okay.
And
Taking up her shield in her left hand then if she's letting go of the reins.
Yes. If she's aware she's at risk of blocking people, can she go the other way around the bear?
She's got plenty of room to get around the bear.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So,
In fact, because there's a couple of enemies around it, I'll let her get the +2 from getting in behind it. Because she's done a wee sneaky round the back here, it's maybe not noticed. I'll let her have +2 on the attack from being in behind. Oh, we're back.
As part of the issue I've been having with this computer suddenly slowing down, it's not opening her character sheet in a hurry. Can someone else roll the attack?
I can, if you give me just a sec.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, if you want to do it then, David, because I do the monsters and NPCs. Attacking with her sword. Ooh!
Oh.
That's a serious hit.
Definite hit. Not quite a critical.
You've got
Damage.
a damage roll to give me on that.
Another 11 damage.
Right, okay.
Right
That is now...
Surely.
That is now a dead winter wolf. That was quite easily wrapped up. It didn't even get a chance to make its morale check on its second round to see if it was going to run away. You slay a winter wolf.
I'm going to grab the reins. I'm going to grab the lead of the Humphrey just to make sure he doesn't run off.
Okay, right, so we'll do that then. We'll drop Andy McCarr next to Humphrey. We'll remember that for next time. He's grabbed again. Combat over. Winter wolf dead. We'll deal with anything that comes beyond that next week. Now, guys, if you want, we can play next week because I'm well over prepped. I've got loads going. We can go weekly for a few weeks if you want. We'll talk about that later in Discord. For now, though, we're going to say goodnight to everybody on Twitch. I'm not going to change screens. We're all going to say goodnight. So from me and from everybody,